Hello and welcome to final round coverage of the 7th annual Cachuma Classic here on Disconnected. I'm Ethan Wellin and I'm joined in the booth by Chris Brophy.
Hey there.
Got a great card to follow today on the Mohawk course, the temporary course at Cachuma Lake. Daniel Rubalcaba is leading things off. He's got a 4-stroke lead after shooting one of the hottest rounds of his career yesterday, a 1082 rated 15 under.
Absolutely smoking golf. That thumber was on fire. We saw forehand rollers.
His good friend Lewis Bitney is going to be chasing him 4 back to start the day today.
Lewis has mad game, and he knows this course, so he can get hot. Stevie's always dangerous.
And Cam Rico shot a really nice 3rd round, 11 under, to climb back up onto this lead card. Might be a little out of reach to chase down Daniel from 8 behind, but I know he would love to make up those 3 strokes on his uncle. Wow. You're not picking up strokes if he's putting like that.
Very impressive. I mean, that thumber's insane, but yeah, he's putting great. If he keeps it up, it's going to be tough to catch him.
This is a attack angle I don't think I've ever seen before on this hole.
Was about to say that. Didn't know that gap was there. Probably because it's not, unless you have a 500-foot forehand or whatever power you just put on that.
Yeah. The common play is going to be this straight shot finishing hyzer coming into the right side of this protected green.
Whoa.
In round 2, the hottest we saw was an 8 under on the Mohawk course, which is honestly a bit pedestrian. I think it is certainly possible to shoot 11 or 12. And if you're Lewis and you're 4 back, or Steve, 5 back, I think that's probably the kind of number you're thinking about. Might be good enough to do it. But to get there, you want to start hot. I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4, all birdieable holes.
Get in or out. Some good.
Looks like Daniel might have scooted along. There is some OB back there. Couldn't quite tell.
Cam was OB last time. See if he made the adjustment. Looks like he did.
Yeah.
It is nice to play this 3rd hole early in the morning before the wind starts ripping.
That's Halo.
Somehow this view is not quite as magical when you're trying to putt into a 40-mile-an-hour gust.
Zack.
We have that as a par-safe putt for Daniel, so I guess he was out of bounds there, just across the back line. Fourth hole, you just want to take it over the early trees and then under the late ceiling. You can get the nose down on a mid or a putter. Makes that flight a little more natural. Or you can just go up and over. Lewis is betting that he's going to end up on the green more often than he's going to end up 2-metered.
Pretty easy up and down shot for Steve. Thumber.
Crashing into the green.
Mm. Nice, Lewis. Let's go.
Such a unique follow through.
If he heats up, he could be trouble. Starts pouring those in.
Yeah, Dad.
That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, just keep answering. When you have the lead at one of these camp out style tournaments where everybody's staying together and you have to sit around the campfire listening to everybody tell you how great you are, and then you got to sleep in the cold and the wet, and then you got to come out here and play pressure golf against Lewis, Bitney, and Steve Rico. I think it's a strain on the mental game a little bit, and Daniel's held up really well early. I mean, 3 under through 4. It's a dream start. He's able to take most of the danger out of play on this hole by going up and over.
And because it's a camping tournament and a 3-day tournament, these guys have been out here camping for a couple of days. They can start getting tired. Camping can kind of take it out of you. I'm sure these guys are out having a great time.
Yeah, is it the camping or is it the activities that go along with the camping?
It's the s'mores. You get that sugar going in your system, and you're all hyped up telling stories, and next thing you know, you're up too late and don't quite have the sleep that you'd want for a morning round.
There you go.
Uh-oh, sit down. Deep grass will catch that. Like Cam's wrist curl. Aye.
Ouch. So there's a first blemish for our leader.
Tough hole.
So Lewis is going to gain 1 stick, even with the par. Climb to within 3. Hole 6, really challenging hole. We talked about this in round 2, but the road bisecting the fairway late there where Cam is skipping, that is a hazard river. So you want to either blast all the way across that thing, which is a huge rip, or you want to just come up short, play it safe. That seems to be what Lewis is doing. A pretty safe bet that even a par is going to be gaining strokes on the field. It's definitely the gamble that Daniel has chosen.
Yeah, it looked like he did not even want to try. I mean, it's got to be, 380 uphill to that OB? We got to clear it. Oof, it's a little lazy.
Leaky. Yeah.
Get in there. Good try, Steve.
It's hard to tell if Cam is in the hazard or maybe past it. There's a painted line over there.
Daddy.
Good stick.
Yeah, after the bogey on 5, it steadies the nerves a little bit. Cam's is a par, so he must have been safe over there. 7, the double mandatory, wide double mandatory down to the lake. A lot of ways you can play this hole. As we see the sun now, it's going to start to warm up a little bit. The tee pads will dry off. Hands will be a little less clammy. Expect to see a lot more birdies as we get in the back 9.
All right.
If you made it out to Mohawk last spring, Chris, this basket was just about underwater. The lake was significantly higher. Even a couple tee pads that weren't playable. But this is kind of the best of both worlds. The water is close enough to give you the scenic vistas, give you a little bit of danger on a few holes, but without really impacting the intent of the course design.
Yeah, this hole is hard enough. I can't imagine it with water a couple of meters behind the target. Elevated basket.
We saw a second bogey from Danny there, so Lewis is inched ever closer now to within 1 or 2, within 2. Lewis hit the Guardian tree with this shot in round 2. It looks like he corrected, took it a little higher. Continuing to put the pressure on. That's parked.
Yeah.
Well played.
Star frame for our lead card.
Over.
I think he just barely beat the early limbs that got caught up late. Deep C2 or C3 for Lewis. It's interesting to see Steve go away from the... Didn't he throw the forehand roller in round 2?
Is that on this hole or that next downhill one?
Maybe it was the later one.
All those s'mores have me a little fuzzy now.
Yeah. Sounded like Cam had to throw with a whole pack of hyenas standing behind him.
Good to see him having fight. Whoa. That was unusual.
This would be a huge separator birdie for Danny. Can't climb in. Wow. So 3 pars for the card, and it's going to be a double for Cam. Double bogey. Tough result on the 9th.
Easy hole to double, man. There's a lot of things to hit on the way down there. Tough little hole.
Yeah, leaderboard check-in. Some of the hot rounds out there. Damien from our round 3 coverage making a climb. And Andrew Miranda, who I saw wearing pajama pants, is jamming putts from 100 feet on every hole. Hole 10 is going to feel like a must-get as as we come down to the closing holes of this championship. 240 feet up into the rocks. Daniel plays the backstop to perfection there.
Cam going right at it.
Oh, I think I've got a chance to correct the mess. They get it then.
Steve almost makes the circus putt.
Yeah. Third. What?
Birdie for Lewis, keeping pace. Disappointing par for Steve. It's been a cold start to the morning for Steve. The last 3 years, the winning score for this event, minus 29, minus 30, minus 32. We've already got, with 7 holes to go, Danny at 34 and Lewis at 32. This course is not getting easier. The golf is just getting better. I wouldn't be surprised if we have 4 or 5 guys under that score that's taken the championship the last few years by the time this thing is said and done.
These kids are good. Uh-oh. Lewis's putter's getting hot. Nice putt, Cam. Casual through the V.
So Lewis gets it to within 1.
Down, still puts forward. Yeah.
Wow. All right.
That night, I watched you in the come.
There's an alternative fairway for Danny, up and over everything.
There's that roller again.
Up. No bid. Oh! Too early, that's beyond.
Good to see that get through this time. Give him a look. Sidearm roller birdie. Let's go. Very creative.
Big smile from Steve. The 12th is such a
Good.
tricky, technical little hole. Very satisfying birdie if you can navigate it down there and cash it in with a good putt.
We got 3 of our guys getting it in.
As long as Lewis can stay on this pad, just keep parking holes, keep putting pressure on Daniel. That's certainly a good way to
Whoa. Good.
attack for an opportunity to win this tournament.
That was a sneaky little gap. Tough forehand hole.
Get down.
Oh, man. Perfectly centered on the cage.
Nice try.
There are definitely years where that grass is down and that might have hopped high enough.
Eesh. It's not catching those breaks.
Take it. Okay.
Danny able to get that stroke back from Lewis. Increase the lead back to 2. 14th is showing us there is such a thing as a hole that will make him throw a backhand. Comes up a little short in the brush there.
Got a forehand roller down the road or little flare skip off the bottom or something?
Having seen the creativity from him all weekend, I'm sure there is another way he could get it down there, but 14th is so short and the backhand is so open. It's probably the percentage play.
Get it.
Oh my gosh.
I would take a.
Rico is trying to just get that ace pot.
Well, you know, speaking of ace pot, Chris, as these guys are playing the 14th, our friend Arthur Kaplan, who was on the first round coverage, aced hole 18 today, Mohawk, also picked up an ace in round 2.
My goodness.
So 2 rounds at Mohawk and 2 tournament aces. Not a bad weekend for Mr. Kaplan.
Gonna split that ace pool with yourself. Or nice way to catch an extra share in case somebody else puts one in. Love it.
Yeah. And what?
15th is 284 feet, a little bit uphill. It's a great idea to just slide one straight mid-range or fairway driver straight up this road. Doubly so because there's a big patch of poison oak behind the basket. So if you're like me and you have to worry about ending up in the emergency room if you touch that stuff, then you want to play short side. Just have a nice little 20-footer.
Club down, slide it up the road. Live to play another day.
Good. Great.
There you go. Okay.
Good putt cam.
Yellow.
Lewis spinning them in.
They've been trading strokes. Lewis and Danny almost every hole. This would be a great time for a bonus birdie. The 16th is one of the harder holes here at Mohawk. Looks like Lewis might have some kind of C2 look there. Really demanding backhand to get the late flip into this gap.
Roll, I think.
Inside of the pole.
That'll have a putt as well.
I like him. Where did that?
Great technical shot from Steve. Up into that tunnel that doesn't really fit the backhand stroke at all.
Good bid.
Wow, that is a huge putt.
That's a I want to win putt.
Big time.
Uphill off a knee outside the circle.
Lewis needs to match.
Going for it. Lewis finds the belly again. Oh,
Back.
good comeback.
So with 2 to go, Danny and Lewis locked in a close battle here. Lewis is 1 back. Danny's going to try the forehand roller, difficult 17th. You can make par from there, but probably not birdie. Lewis needs a big skip. I think he might have got cheated by that. I don't know if that was a picnic table or what he hit on the way in.
Keep skipping almost edge of the circle, maybe slightly obstructed.
Or wide. Yeah.
Big flare. Well played. Match his uncle.
Oh.
Oh, a little tight.
Yeah. Wait, they're right there.
With the road behind from Danny's perspective, you can't really run that putt too aggressively.
What?
Here's Lewis's birdie attempt.
Ooh.
Ouch. Man, that was a key opportunity that slipped away there.
Good that.
You come to the final hole. Danny's holding on to a narrow 1-stroke lead. This is definitely a fairway that favors the backhand, so
That was a beautiful forehand. My goodness. My goodness. What touch.
now I almost need to ace if you're Lewis to force the playoff.
Do a skip right there.
Get something chain high. No.
Ouch. So hard to get this disc under the ceiling. Make sure you keep it over that thick bush at the corner. That cam just misses a little bit inside. And these are big putts for the Rico v. Rico battle. Deadlocked at 29 under. See if Cam can steal one. Blue is trying to put some kind of pressure on Danny.
Weighs it up.
And there you have it. Champion of
Smart.
the 7th annual Cachuma Classic.
Oh, tough.
See it again. See it again.
Ouch. Ouch.
Big payday for Danny. $992 cash. One of the biggest wins of his career. And it's all love from Lewis in second place. Those guys are close friends. Travel together a lot.
Nice little battle.
Chris, it's been an incredible weekend here at Cachuma. Some amazing views, some hot golf, some course records.
And those s'mores.
And a lot of s'mores.
Can't wait to come back.
A couple other hot rounds on the course. Eli climbing from the 3rd card, tie for 4th. This has been coverage of the 7th annual Cachuma Classic on Disconnected. I'm Ethan Wellin, joined as always by Mr. Chris Brophy.
See you next time.